Hey, what's going on, everybody? Boilon here, back for another video on Marvel Strike Force here on Monday, the 23rd of December. Why? Because today is the early launch of the Winter's Peak Sword Satellite Tower. Okay, it's called Winter's Peak, but realistically, they've barely done anything to this. So it is the same sword from like July. However, there's been some crazy shit that's been going on. Some of the floors are not the same depending on like how high your TCP is or whether or not you're an earlier or an old account. We'll talk about that. This also launched at like 12 o'clock noon Pacific time, which was an hour before the event actually went live, the Two Turtle Doves event. And also that if you get it in now, well, I mean, if you get it in by the time you watch this video, that you can actually get this in before the day's cooldown, because normally this is supposed to launch at 4 p.m. Pacific because that's the Blitz cooldown timer. And so anyone who got matches in any tower clears done early within the first 4 hours in this case, then you'll have a day leg up on everyone else. A little bit crazy, but if you're ready to know more, then let's boil this down. Okay, so I want to start here. So this actually, yeah, so this is floor 50. This is the normal floor. This is the floor 50 that I have, anyways, on my main account. The other floor 50, you can see with the Mephisto. So they haven't changed it. There's no Odin. They haven't updated they didn't have time to do any of that, right? So Mephisto is the end boss. However, there's another photo here of the exact same floor 50, except there's a Darkhawk in place of Mephisto with 1.1 million power. Otherwise, it's the same, just Darkhawk is here instead. It's just crazy. And so I think that this is for newer accounts, so you don't have to fight Mephisto, I guess. But like, there's only I don't know how many times the floors change. I didn't ask for everyone to send screenshots in before I did this video. But there's another one here. I didn't get this, but apparently there's a floor 1 with Dormammu. I don't know if it's a visual bug or not, because I did not encounter that. I don't know if this is on a newer or an older account. Also, this is floor 1, a different variation of floor 1, which is Inhumans with Agent Coulson and shit like that, which is not this one here. And then this one is the original. This is the version that I had, actually, which was just the Defenders, I guess, with Squirrel Girl and Miss Marvel. So some crazy shenanigan shit going on. The leaderboard is already compromised on this event because people who got their attacks in, like myself, because I'll be honest, I did my attacks before I did this video because I wanted to make sure that I got it in for the day. I wasn't actually even super careful with the attacks that I did. I only made it to floor 39. I just wanted to make sure that I got my attacks in before the reset, and so I could do this video for you guys. So wasn't really min-maxing, I guess you could say, the floors. So basically, these are the same floors until you get 41 plus. These are the ones from last time. And like you can see, the top that you can see is the Mephisto there, not the Darkhawk. For me, anyways, let me know in the comments down below which version you have. Let's talk about the milestones, because if you actually did these early, you may have accidentally claimed the Two Turtle Doves milestone before the event actually went live at 1 p.m. So if you did your towers between noon and 1, then you may have claimed this without actually getting milestone points, which sucks because it's like 60,000. I think that's more and more. Depending on how far you go, right? There's a lot of points in here. I think it's like 80,000 total that are actually in here, which is quite significant. There's also some Medusa shards. I don't know how many have I collected so far. 20. So there's 5 more. So 25 Medusa shards in there. We also know that the Medusa, we're going to be getting 15 shards weekly, I believe, starting this coming Friday, I think, as part of the thing for Medusa. Also, there was some issues with the math table a little bit because I wasn't sure how they were going to be giving the points for the best of 2024 orbs. So I think you might actually get the 120 or the 12,000 here from claiming this milestone 21. However, I had somebody open the orb from the Snow Globe store, and they did not get points from it. So I'm not exactly sure how the points are credited. I think earning typically means, well, getting through a reward or getting it in your inbox or something like that. So the only problem is that it says earn 1 orb. And we're not, well, this is 1 full orb at 2,000 fragments. Normally those kinds of things are either open 1 orb or earn fragments. So I'm a bit curious as to why it's gone that way. I won't know until somebody clears milestone 21 if we get points from that. The other way that you could get points from this that I would think, because it's the same way, is it's a whalestone, because in the bang for your buck milestone, you can see here that there are a variety of, at $100 or whatever you have to spend to get these, there's $100, $250. They're in here now. And so this would be the same as the one that's in the tower. So if this is entirely supposed to be a whale scoring point mechanism, more or less, then that's what it is, I guess. And so we won't have those 30,000 points, and you'll have to rely on the point. It's fairly, I would say it's fairly generous in the tower, especially since it's running 11 days. So if you can clear these floors, you're going to most likely get to milestone 21, unless you don't have the roster for it. But 11 days to clear up to that floor, up to floor 50, is pretty generous. Now, if you do want to compete in the leaderboard beyond the milestones, there are here, you can see that the diamonds for the characters are available here, plus some snow globes. I mean, if you want some 3 diamonds, you're looking at top 500 for Storm, and then 100 for everyone else, which is quite crazy. However, they're pretty generous actually all around on the 1 diamonds. I know that's not a lot of silver diamond credits these days, but if you haven't done this already, then you might want to wait, I guess, because you will get a free. You do. It is free in this case. It's free diamonds for these 3 characters, because you would just have to rank, which is very easy to do. And there's snow globes all around. Even getting into like the top 10,000 will give you 2 diamonds for all 3 characters. Unfortunately for me, I got a 3 diamond Storm. I got a 2 diamond on everyone else. So this doesn't actually do me anything. I jumped the gun a little bit on buying the diamonds, I'll admit. I didn't know whether or not there was going to be an event for it, but that's just how the cookie crumbles, I suppose, and kind of taught me that maybe I should have waited before picking up any diamonds. But it is what it is, right? So that's it there. There's also some snow globes there available, so some pretty good rewards. And the funny thing is that actually the timers on these are the same as the other events. Frozen Dimension, actually, it's not quite the same. Frozen Dimension has a couple of days, and then there's the Temporal Cataclysm, same as Temporal Cataclysm. I want to talk about Frozen Dimension, though. I know we've talked ad nauseum about Frozen Dimension. Why won't it let me get into it? But there's something really important that I want to bring up that some people may not have noticed, or they just started noticing today, because Frozen Dimension, I don't remember when it started. It started on Wednesday, right? So I guess this is when people would start seeing this. Now, this is my progress. Kind of crap. I still haven't beaten my first run. I don't even know if I'll get to my second run. But one thing that I do want to talk about, though, is that people are getting rewards for their 3rd run and more. Yes, you heard me right. They fucked it up again, just like the other Pocket Dimension. That now you can get node rewards. I don't think that there's clear rewards, because that wasn't the case last time either. But you can get node rewards for doing this 3+ times. So if you are one of those lucky few people who have been able to clear twice, which honestly, I don't think there is that many. I was looking at the leaderboard. I don't know how hasn't updated. It's my things. How many people have actually cleared? Oh my god! Like not even 250, 260, 260 people have cleared the timed run of Frozen Dimension. So only these people. I mean, not a lot of people are getting to benefit from a 3rd run. But some people might over the course of the 14 days that are left in Frozen Dimension. But I just wanted to let people know that the rewards on this. So if you are some of those people watching my videos, make sure you do a 3rd run, because you're going to get some bonus shit doing this again on the nodes, because they're definitely not going to fix it, because Scopely is away on holidays. So if you want some free stuff, or if any of us somehow manage to get through 2 runs and work on a 3rd before this collapses, I'm not making super big progress. I might clear the legendary node tomorrow. I heard that this final node with Odin, even the people in my alliance, the 2 that are the one that have cleared it, has said it's a colossal pain in the ass, and that Odin is really, really hard. So I don't know whether or not I'm actually going to end up clearing this or not. But I just wanted to raise that to people's attention. Are we surprised that this game in its entirety is bugged? Those node rewards on the Temporal Dimension, I think honestly they did not even think about this before it went live, because I don't even think they knew it was there, because it didn't even get brought up until people started questioning whether or not, seeing that they had extra shit coming into their inbox and into their resources and stuff. Absolutely crazy. But I do want to talk about the 2 turtle dove thing. Absolutely, where is it here? So the rewards are pretty good. Like I talked about in my event video yesterday, this is where I'm basically at from doing my progress in the tower. So it is quite significant. I think I said, what was it, 80 or 90,000 in the tower milestone points. It's a lot. So actually, we will be able to get to milestone 15, absolutely, if you are someone who is doing well in the tower mode, and actually probably would be able to get a little bit further as well. Maybe milestone 16 or milestone 17. I didn't expect there to be that many. milestone points in there. Absolutely to milestone 16 at a bare minimum, I think, from that. So make sure you pick up those Kahori shards because it's going to be really good. Hey, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, I might be able to get Kahori to 5-star, possibly, to then use in the tower. You know, if I'm not sure, because I don't actually need the diamonds, I'm not sure if I'm going to be competing in the leaderboard as such. I will have to balance out my time, and I think that's why they've decided to do this. But it's also really interesting that they have such a long duration, right? We're going well into January for these timelines. Just looking at my phone in terms of, I was like, yep, this is the 23rd. And it is nice for people who have time, but I guess it's also nice if you don't have time. If you already have these diamonds, I suppose, then it's not that big of a deal. But in some ways, they are. I don't want to say. I don't want to say. Don't make me say it. I was gonna say that they're being generous, but they're. Frozen Dimension is fucking garbage. Temple Cataclysm is what it is, right? I expected it because it's hard content. Fine, that's fine. Frozen Dimension is just flat out garbage. The tower actually is pretty generous for what you get, and it's by and large not fucked. But I think the leaderboard is fucked for people who get in the first 4 hours. That's the problem. So if you are competing, if you're someone who competes in the leaderboard, the integrity of the leaderboard is, in my opinion, damaged. The last time that actually this happened exactly the same last time, which was I think in July, and they did the exact same thing. They launched at 1 o'clock, and then people got in the first 3 hours, and it compromised the leaderboard. And I think they took it down and reran the leaderboard or something like that. I can't remember. Maybe someone with better memory than me can let me know in the comments down below. But it was something like that because they screwed it up in the same way. The difference is this time the Scopely isn't really around to reset anything, I would assume. So I think this is what we're getting, and compromised integrity be damned, because I don't think they're going to be doing anything about that. Otherwise, this is just a little update that I wanted to share with you guys. Don't open the best of 2024 orb if you're hoping that gives you points for that milestone for the 2 turtle doves, because it will not. So don't if you don't want to open them, don't open them. Just spend your snow globes on other things like red gear. I guess more stocking up of red gear in preparation of gear tier 20, which we assume will happen in the new year. I think that's it. I think that's all I have to say today. Otherwise, that's it for Monday. Enjoy the rest of your day. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below, as always. And until next time, stay safe and healthy. I'll see you all later. Boilon signing out.